Hi, everyone. Welcome to Technical Tuesday. I'm Ray Selvadurai, Director of Coaching for Manhattan Soccer Club. First off, I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy, that you're taking your social distancing guidelines very, very seriously, making sure you're washing your hands as much as humanly possible, but at the same time, working at your game, self-training, and staying sharp. This week, we're working on passing and receiving, a little bit more of an extension of what we worked on in a prior week session, using the wall primarily. The focus this week for Technical Tuesday and our workouts is passing receiving. I call it Chapter 2, which is using the wall primarily. Some of the goals and aspects that we want to achieve through these workouts, first is to develop a clean first touch. When we're striking the ball in our pass and when we're also receiving a ball off the wall, making sure that our first touch is under control. Thus, we'll be able to do anything what we want to in the game when the ball is under control with a solid first touch. Whether it's passing, whether it's dribbling, whether it's keeping possession, whether it's shooting, all other techniques and combination of techniques become easier when you have a clean first touch. Also, clean first touch developed through repetition. The wall work, those workouts that we talk about all the time. Also, the juggling. That is tests to control the amount of force you put on the ball so you have the proper touch, which will also lead to your ability to put whatever type of pace you want on the ball, the type of weight you want to put on a pass, all through a clean first touch. Keep working at that. Next, always be on the balls of your feet. In this game, when you're on the balls of your feet, you're able to react quickly, able to move laterally and backwards and forwards much faster than being flat-footed. So when you're doing these workouts, please focus on being on the balls of your feet at all times. And also your shoulder position. If the ball does not come off the wall straight, it has to go to the right, you have to go to the left. Make sure you move laterally and make sure that your shoulders are behind the ball at all times so you're keeping that ball in front of you. You never want to let the ball get behind you in this game. So balls of your feet for quick reactions, shoulder positions to make sure that you're keeping the ball in front of you. Next, the accuracy of pass. When you are doing a passing and receiving drill off a wall, think about how you would want your teammate to receive the ball. So it's important your hips and the direction of your hips when you follow through on the pass, and also the weight of the pass, that you're not overhitting it, you're not slamming it, you're not hitting it too hard. This is where your touch and your control come in, the wall work, the juggle work that you put in, so you can control the weight of the pass to make sure that it gets from point A, which is you, to point B, which is the wall or your teammate, with the right amount of weight and the right amount of control. And lastly, speed of play. Once you have the ball under control, try to play quickly. So we do a lot of two-touch work. There's going to be some one-touch work during these workouts, but after you have it under control, scan the field, look for the next option. Here would be the wall or a spot on the wall that you're trying to get to. Try to play quickly. So first touch under control, speed of play, how fast can we go for the second touch in order to pass the ball and get it off our foot. So again, don't go into hyperspeed right away. Work up to that, work on your speed of play. Over time, your speed of play will become quicker. So in part one of our workout, we always start with our warm-up or our wall work, which is those 4 rotations we talk about. 4 minutes each, total about 16 minutes. It helps with the first touch and control and weight of the pass. So it's shoelaces, inside the foot, alternating feet, and then we alternate the function. Maybe right foot shoelace, left foot inside, left foot shoelace, right foot inside. But this type of wall work should not be just done as a warm-up. It should be done and every single day, countless hours if you can. There really is no time limit. There really is no type of cap on how far you can go with this. Shoot for some real numbers, 50 in a row, 100 in a row, 200 in a row, 300 in a row. Do it for time limits. I could do it for 5 minutes straight, 10 minutes straight. So that warm up and that wall work should be done all the time. But for your wall work, passing, receiving this week, use it as a warm up. Next, we're going to train the left and the right foot, sets of 20 for about 20 minutes each. And again, keeping it two-touch, and make sure that you're keeping it to two-touch. And we are working on those goals and aspects that we talked about. A solid first touch, right? Staying on the balls of our feet, our shoulder positioning, making sure the accuracy of our passing is there. Our hips on our follow-through are going straight towards the wall, so that ball comes off the wall right back to you. You know you've struck it well, and it comes back off the wall straight back to you again, and you don't even have to move for it. That means you've done it correctly. how we strike the ball through the middle of the ball. Talked about it as being as an equator, and also your speed of play. Once you get your first touchdown, let's try to play as fast as we can for the second once we have it under control. Again, set to 20, 20 minutes each, right foot, left foot. Let's see what this workout looks like. Part two here is one of my favorite passing and receiving drills. It's actually pretty difficult. It requires a lot of coordination. It requires a lot of reactions, and it's great repetition, and especially to pick up your speed of play. So it's a one-touch pass drill, and again, it's so important to keep it to one touch and make sure that you are not doing two touch or more than that. It's really about reactions. So the key areas here to focus on, you're going to be doing set to 20 on each foot for about 20 minutes with some rest in between. You want to focus on the way of the pass as you're moving. You have to adjust the way of the pass. It could be hit hard, it could be hit soft, somewhere in between. You have to make that adjustment in order to keep everything in line. Also, you want to adjust your body positioning to receive the ball. Where do you have to be on the balls of your feet at all times, or move your shoulder positioning to make sure your shoulders are behind the ball in order to receive and pass the ball off the wall. And also, this is great for footwork. It becomes a great workout because you're constantly on the balls of your feet, having to have quick feet, having to play one touch and make those body movements in order to do so. So this is a great drill. Let's see what it looks like. Very challenging. Don't go into hyperspeed. Work your way into it. The final piece of our passing receiving workout this week kind of brings everything all together. Usually at the end of Technical Tuesdays, we challenge our players to develop your own technical and physical circuit to get creative there. Really trying to get your heart rate up and heart rate down in order to get the conditioning part and the fitness aspect into these drills. So the key thing here is we made this more game-like in part three. It's a simple pass and turn, keeping it two touch, looking to distribute as you turn and focusing on your speed of play. You're going to do about sets of 20 for anywhere from 20 to 25 minutes with a break in between. The key points to focus on here is, to use both feet to receive and then pass the ball. So if you receive with your left, pass with your right and turn. If you receive with your right, turn, pass with your left. Your speed of play picks up when you naturally use both feet. Second, and this is like my golden rule, and these type of passing and turning sequences, they happen all over the field, but especially with our central players, those withholding midfielders, the 6, 8, the attacking midfielders, the 10, the 4, and the 5, which is our center backs, and even our 9, who's up top. They are usually receiving the ball from one side and trying to get it to the other. So my key rule is number 2, don't turn without control of the ball. Don't let the ball run, right? So control it with a soft touch as you turn with one foot, pass with the next one. And then 3, challenge yourself with speed of play and distance. If you get over, start this drill over a larger distance, you have more ground to cover, your heart rate will will pick up the faster you go and with more distance that you go. So let's see what this game-like drill looks like, and also this takes care of your technical and physical circuit for the week. Thanks everyone for tuning into Technical Tuesday this week. If you have any videos of yourselves working out, feel free to email me at ray.selvadurai@manhattansc.org. Stay safe, keep working at your game. See you next week.